Move over, Tories, and watch out, Liberals. There's a new party in town, as the former Conservative MP Maxime Bernier just announced the launch of a new political party here in Canada. Wait, he can do that? Just launch his own party and compete politically? He can, and he did. So in today's video, we're going to take a close look at his campaign, his policies, and how he seeks to shake things up in Ottawa. But just before we do, I want to remind you that this channel is 100% viewer supported. We rely on your donations at pressfortruth.ca/donate and your monthly contributions at patreon.com/pressfortruth or at our Patreon alternative link. So if you appreciate my efforts here to bring you the information that matters to you the most, please check the links in the description to find out how you can either donate or join as a member. Alright, so just last month, the rogue MP Mad Max announced that he was leaving, as he called it, the intellectually and morally corrupt Conservative Party to launch his own party. This morning, Bernier announced the name of his new party, the People's Party of Canada, and he hopes to run a full slate of 338 candidates in the 2019 election. According to Bernier, he says, for too long, Canadian politics have been hijacked by interest groups, cartels, lobbies, international groups, corporate or union interests of politicians and bureaucrats in Ottawa who are disconnected from ordinary citizens, he said. We don't believe that government intervention is a solution for everything. Government should not intervene to solve each and every problem on the road to a utopian and unrealistic vision of society. Bernier said his party's values will include pushing for a smaller and less meddling government. He says he'll be championing for individual freedoms. And he denounced the corporate and lobby interests, which he says has too much power in federal politics. In this tweet, he states that war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, and diversity is our strength. George Orwell with some help from Justin Trudeau. So it seems that this guy gets it. And as a follower of mine here on Twitter, he's obviously been exposed to these concepts and he gets it, and now he's looking to align himself with grassroots movements that seek real change. He wants to have a debate about current immigration levels and to make sure that newcomers to Canada share Canadian values, which he said includes respecting diversity, the rule of law, and the equality of men and women. He once stated in a tweet, "The cult of diversity will divide us into little tribes that have less and less in common apart from their dependence on government in Ottawa." And he said that as a leader of the PPC, he wants to change Canada's immigration ratios, including to take in fewer refugees. Maxime Bernier is advocating for the dismantling of the supply management system in Canada's agricultural industries. And he also wants the new party to fight against equalization, to speed up the pipeline approval process, and to stop the migrant crisis. He has plans to scrap the federal carbon tax, reduce the size of government, and balance the budget within 2 years. In terms of foreign policy, he said, "We're not going to send our soldiers to dangerous places where we have no strategic interests just to please the international bureaucracy at the United Nations." And when it comes to his policy on guns, he simply stated, "Gun rights are property rights." Bernier also advocates for a truly open, free, and fair market. So when it comes to the legalization of cannabis here in Canada, it's going to be interesting to see if he is going to push for a public and private sector model so that the mom and pops who built the industry can compete with the feds moving forward. I reached out to Max for an interview and he agreed to speak with me, so stay tuned for that and leave your comments in the comments section below and let me know what questions you would like me to ask him. As anarcho-capitalists and voluntarists here at Press for Truth, we don't advocate voting for anyone, and we maintain a healthy distrust of politicians, as we all should. But having said that, it's entirely possible that one of us may have slipped through the cracks here and managed to pull off what, dare I say it, Ron Paul was able to do in 2008 and 2012. And that is to bring the ideas of freedom and individual liberty to the minds of the masses so that they begin to question their own enslavement. We're going to be keeping a close eye on this party moving forward, so be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube if you're not already, and stay tuned for my one-on-one sit-down interview with the newest leader of Canada's newest party, Maxime Bernier, the People's Party of Canada. Be sure to click that like button if you found this information to be useful, and stay tuned, my friends. We've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. truth will set you free, free, free.